It's January 24th, 2018, and I've got Sheila Corona on the line, and we're going to do our lunchtime bulletin from the alleged court case in Eastern District, Tennessee. Hi.
Hi. Oh, boy. Okay, so
take
where
a
to begin?
Go
well, again, we're walking over to somewhere to eat, so bear with me. As I get quite winded.
Remember about your hand over the headphone mic so that you don't have wind.
Yeah, okay. How's that? Is that better?
Yeah, that's better. Great.
Okay. All right, so, okay, we got there, and everybody was, again, really, really nice. The energy is really good. The jurors were several of them were smiling. We, of course, park in the same sort of lot.
Mm-hmm.
So we actually see them, when we're walking into the courthouse. And so there was lots of smiles and, stuff like that. And so we picked up with Monica. I think it's Alaka, or I'm not sure, again, on the pronouncing of that.
You're talking, I'm just going to fill other people in. You're talking about the woman from USAA. She's the head of cybersecurity.
No, she's supposed to be...
Fraud detection. I'm sorry, fraud detection.
And she's apparently not the head. She's just an investigator.
Okay.
And that's clear as of today, let me just say. She's a lead investigator. Lisa just corrected me.
Okay.
However, True Brown, who is a former FBI agent, is the head over her. He's her supervisor. Yes. He is the one who assigned her this case.
Yes.
Okay.
And he's also in USAA.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Funny how they all play together. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. We also have the situation where, so some of the questions were just, so the government, Ms. Davidson, finished her direct with her. It was more pointing to statements and, Randy's bank statements showing. Today we focused on the CDs that were created and purchased using the Federal Reserve number and his Social Security number, along with...
Did they give out the Federal Reserve number?
They didn't give it out, but they did show it. They did show it. It's not redacted. Apparently it will... Yeah, it's right in open court that they're using the Federal Reserve number and the Social Security number.
Right, so they just instructed the jury how to track themselves.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Well, the most fun piece of the information today for me was that as we were breaking for lunch, the witness, Monica, the fraud investigator, has asked to be released from her subpoena so that she can stay in the courtroom and watch the proceedings.
Oh, I love it.
I love it too. I got to be honest with you. That's my favorite part of today so far.
Yeah.
At any rate, I'm sorry, I'm getting a little out of breath here.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm going to go in here and see what they got, apparently. I'm sorry, there's a lot of noise because we're in a place where people are milling about. Okay. So then Heather gets to do a cross-examination. And again, watching the brilliance of that gal, I have to tell you, the questions that she asks.
Can you pick one question out, maybe? Or we can do it in the longer thing tonight. But
well, she asked specifically about, for me, this is one of the biggest things. So you then have documentation showing that the funds that you call bad funds were returned to the funding bank that you're saying didn't exist. And she said, no, she didn't see those. She was told about those. So, I mean, it was brilliant. It was absolutely brilliant. So Heather made it a very good point to say, for everyone, you know, the jury in particular, so you took someone else's word that these were bad funds that weren't received. And she pulled up a report that the government had used as evidence.
Right.
And she showed, so you don't have a copy of this. As lead investigator on this case, you didn't receive documentation showing that these, what you call bad funds, were returned, and that $31 million, and she just kind of left it hanging. I got to say, it was brilliant. It was absolutely brilliant, because I'm telling you, the other thing was, I got to go back a minute to when the government was still presenting evidence before Heather started. There were several phone calls that were recorded and that were played in open court for the jury.
Yep.
And it's very clear that the calls are being recorded by a third person, not completely unknown to either party.
Yes.
And the reason I say that is that as Randy is speaking, there's this heavy breathing.
Yes.
That does not belong to either one of those two people.
Yes.
Because you can hear the same breathing that's going on when either one of those folks are. It was just, like I said, very clear that, but yet it was said that these calls were recorded randomly. So I don't know how that works. I'm fine. I'd like to have a medium stuffed pepper soup, please. I'm sorry, I have to order something because I haven't eaten today.
That's cool. Okay. Well, you want to just feel into it for a moment and give me one other little something that comes from your heart to bring forward, and then we'll let you go chill for a bit and eat, and then I'll catch up with you when you come out this afternoon.
Okay. 1 second. Okay.
Yeah.
Can I get a half hot ham and cheese?
What kind of bread?
What kind do you have? I've never been here before.
We have sweet sourdough, pumpernickel, and
I'd like to have pumpernickel, please.
yeah, what was it again? What kind?
Hot ham and cheese. What? Oh, you got more than one kind of ham?
What kind of cheese? Swiss, American, pepper jack.
I'd like to have Swiss, please. No, yeah, ham and Swiss. Hot ham and Swiss. Okay, I'm sorry, sweetie. Okay, so feel into
your heart, drop out of your head, because you're in your head right now. Listen in a minute. And is there one other thing that comes into your field of view to share about this morning?
Well, again, based on my information, well, not information, based on my thoughts and feelings this morning, I did do a Facebook Live this morning on my way to court.
Yeah, I got it. It's already up.
Okay. Well, it's just, I have to say that it's even more, for me, it's showing me even more today that those sentiments still reign, that this is about so much more than this case, that it's so much more than the fraud and the corruption that is going on in the banks and in this country, that it's you know, that hashtag all becomes transparent now is so big and so wonderfully joyous. I also now really see and feel into why you were dancing when you saw the EO, why this whole case is so important,
yes.
Because it's going to free humanity on every level.
Yes.
Once folks really tune in and pick up what's actually going on and
yes.
figure out. And the other thing that I want to say too is that
hang
it's
on,
also
I'm going to stop you. I'm going to stop you for 1 second. So just to add a piece to that, when you said, say that part again. You just said about it. This case is so big because it's going to do what?
Well, it's going to free all of us. It's going to free humanity.
Okay, so that's where I'm going to stop you. So it's going to free all.
Yes.
All, as in all of Source's multiverses. All.
Yes. Okay, so that's the part I must feel without really still cognizing it. Remember how we talk about the back of my head and the front of my head? I know it in the back, and that must be why I don't have it in the front yet, but I feel it in the front. That's why I feel like I'm on the precipice of something.
Yes.
But it's coming clearer and clearer and clearer with every moment. For me, it feels like every breath of now, it's the joy and the gratitude that I feel for all the beings involved.
Yes.
And when I say all the beings involved, I really am speaking of all.
Yes.
Not just the beings involved here locally where I am and all of that.
Yes. That's beautiful. So that's a great place to leave it. I would love to get together with all of you when you get back to the hotel room tonight, maybe a short update when you first get out of court tonight. And I will say when we have our get-together, the four of us tonight, make a note, and I will too, to go back on this point you just raised, because there's some flow coming in that I want to paint in a word picture for all of you when we're all together, so that you can trust more into what you're putting into linear words, because it's coming in, and it'll be a message from yourself to yourself through me. To help you guys see that, and just make sure that you all have chairs or something to hold on to while we.
Okay, I will, because we also have something to share that happened this morning that we wanted to wait until we were with you to share it.
Great.
And which is also why we are not going to be able to hang out with the gang tonight.
Yep.
For dinner.
Cool.
And so awesome. So we will be in touch with you earlier than we did yesterday.
Okay. Well, I'm ready. So good job. Have fun at lunch, and I'll see you when you come on out in a little while.
All right. I love you. Thank you for everything, BZ.
Yeah. Much love to you. Say hi to Lisa and Katie and everybody else around. Actually, give a big hello and hug to the entire food establishment that you're sitting in for me.
I will. I will tell the lady that's waiting on me right now.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you. All righty. Bye-bye.